also wants to keep his record intact as well. There's nothing like having a proud record of 3 consecutive wins or 3 games unbeaten. It gives your team plenty of confidence going to the knockout phase, and also serves as a note of warning to your second round opponents as well. So it's a delicate balance that he has to strive. If he goes out too strongly, he might lose players to injury who might not be, or pick up card offenses, players might not be available. So he has to think this very thoroughly. But I'm confident that he will come up with the right ideas.
I share the optimism today. So that's it. Updates from the FIFA on the 17 World Cup. Let's go on a break now. When we come back, we'll play football in match day 34 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. We'll also go traditional with Ayo and Kokowa. We'll also talk about Dambe, guess what? It's an action part of the sport. We'll also talk table tennis and taekwondo. I keep telling you, don't go anywhere. Stay.
It's got a combination to give you a bright start. There's no better way to start your day. Get ready, everybody get ready for breakfast. Yes, get ready for breakfast. It's Sunlight Daily.
Welcome back. It's Sports Tonight. To reach you live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. You want to be part of the show? Yes, you can. On Twitter, we're Channels_Sports, and on Facebook, we're Channels-Sports. Today, let's quickly talk about match day 34 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. We were waiting for that game between Warri Wolves and Akwa United. It came, and it was a rush for Warri Wolves. They needed to do it, and they did it.
Joseph Asadaye, 13th minute, 51st minute, 68th minute.
That's how to step up for the team.
Total annihilation of Akwa United. I did say on this program that Warri Wolves are truly living up to their name as Wolves. They can smell something wounded. They are hunting down the elephants of Aba relentlessly. If Enyimba so as much as blink, Warri Wolves are determined to catch them. So it's very finely poised as it is right now. Warri Wolves really throwing down the gauntlets, and with this kind of scoreline, they are sending a very clear message to Enyimba that we are coming for you. And interestingly, both teams will still play each other. That is a match that everyone is waiting for, and a match everyone feels will determine the course of the title.
Last night, it was a 6-point difference, but after that game with Akwa United, it's now 3, because Enyimba, they are still on top with 62 points, but see Warri Wolves breathing down their necks. Hey, they're knocking on the door. You make any mistake, we open it ourselves and we get in
with
there.
An excellent goal difference as well. So if it boils down to goal difference,
they have a superior advantage. So that's what it is. We love it. It's competitive. Wiki Tories, they are third on the table with 7 points on Giwa FC. What a win for them. That one against El Kanemi, pushing them up the round. So they are
Sunshine Stars, Kano Pillars. Nowhere to be found.
Nowhere. Look at that. I love what's going on this season in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Let's keep getting better. It's competitive as ever, and we just love it. So, but the LMC, they've come out saying there's going to be some adjustments to match day 35 fixtures.
Match day 35 fixtures will now take place on October the 28th. Match day 36 fixtures will now take place November the 1st. Sunshine Stars versus Rangers, that match that was postponed, will now take place on the 4th of November, as will the match between Ifeanyuba and El Kanemi. Meanwhile, match day 37 fixtures will now be played on November the 8th, and match day 38 fixtures, the final day of the season, will be played on November the 15th.
So that's it. Crucial announcement from the league management company, a change in match day 35 games in the Nigeria Professional Football League. We just love it. Now let's leave football. Let's go traditional. I mean, we're playing with it, traditional. We just want to play some traditional sports. Did you ever play Ayo?
Yeah, I wasn't very good at it.
So you just count and then you get to that's it right there. You
that's
just
how you book,
and then you make up a particular number and it's complete. You take it and keep it aside. That has to do with intelligence, with precision, and
plenty of Ayo, interestingly, Ayo is now an international game. It's played in a lot of countries outside the borders of Nigeria. It is used as a learning aid in some schools in as far away as South Korea. So it's gaining international acceptance, being a game used as a learning aid for students to teach them mathematical skills, intelligence, and it's brilliant what we're doing with our local sports. I just hope that we can understand the power that these things can do, not only for our sports internally, but also the fact that we can export them. A lot of these sports, all these sports that we play, are imported. Basketball, table tennis, soccer, all of them were imported into the country by, if not by Christian missionaries, or by the colonialists. But the ones that we have, that we developed ourselves traditionally before the colonial masters came, if not for the efforts of people like the Lagos State Traditional Sports Council, led by Bashat Gusto, and also I think my good friend Alhaji Kayode Balogun is also part of them as well. If not for the sustained efforts that these gentlemen and their team are putting up, a lot of these traditional sports would have gone into oblivion.
That's it. And as Tunde said, the update is that the Lagos State Traditional Sports Association, they're working so hard. So there's going to be a championship for Ayo and Kokowa. We'll soon talk about Kokowa, but it will come up on the 28th of this month till the 30th. It's a 2-day event for local government in Lagos State. You see, the essence is to ensure that traditional sports on that. And Kokowa, interestingly, is good traditional wrestling.
Exactly. For those who don't know, Kokowa is actually traditional wrestling. And I mean, all of us grew up reading,
try to,
things fall
like
apart.
Amalise the cat.
And all of us grew up watching Gidigbo, Jakadi, like it's calling Ofa, and it's a major part of African
Back in the
traditional
day,
life.
you get a wife through Kokowa.
Exactly. I mean, the most beautiful girl
come out and they fight
in the village was her hand would be given in marriage to the winner of the Kokowa competition. And trust me, a lot of men used to throw down.
It wasn't interesting.
Used to throw down.
You need to see the crowd that comes out to watch Kokowa.
No, till today, in some
northern part of the country,
in some rural communities in Nigeria, in the southeast, in the south, in the north as well. Kokowa is still massive. It's still a major sport. We will have sponsors for some of the competitions. Winners win things like refrigerators, generating sets, television. So it's still thriving, but in an underground level. And that is the pain for me. Because if you look at what they are doing with Kokowa in the West African sub-region alone, in Senegal, it is a massive sport. You see a stadium the size of National Stadium, Surulere, 60,000 filled to capacity, people watching Kokowa, watching native wrestling. In Gambia, it is also a massive sport. In Guinea, in the West Coast, and I'm wondering, why is it not the same with Nigeria? Our problem is that we become too westernized. We see these kind of things as beneath us.
Violence.
You start rather sit at home and watch English Premier League matches than go and watch a Kokowa fight. It's painful.
I watched the documentary.
We are losing our values.
That's it.
We are losing our culture.
I watched a documentary on the Kokowa, on the champion of Kokowa in Guinea. The guy says it has given him some level of prestige. You just can't come close to him. He's a wrestling champion.
Anywhere he's walking along the street, people cross the streets because the Kokowa champion is coming.
But then he says something interesting. He says, being a Kokowa champion is not to attack, but to defend you. Because he can't be on the street and then he sees someone, being intimidated. So it has some good part of it. And as you said, the pain is that we're gradually losing our values, because right there with traditional sports, we can also make good name for our culture.
Look, a lot of these are things that we can export. Europeans come to come to Gambia to come and watch Kokowa. People take a 6-hour plane trip to Gambia in the name of tourism to come and watch these kind of things. And I'm wondering, this is a country of 170 million people, spread across over God knows how many kilometers in different geographical locations.
Make good news and take everyone from Surulere, Yaba to Ebutemeta to come to the stadium and get a crowd.
And the thing is that even when we talk about gainfully employing the youth, this can also serve as an avenue for all these restive youths, unemployed youths, to channel their energies somewhere else. If they know that by doing this, they do make some kind of money, yes, they can channel them, because Dambe exists in the north. It is also existing in semi-formal settings right here in Lagos, especially among the Hausa community. They have major sponsors for the competition.
And do you know, guys